Hello and welcome to my presentation. I'm Matt Titmarsh and I'm a second year engineering student and I'm here to discuss the role of a project manager. What is the role of a project manager? In short, project managers are responsible for coordinating the structure and activities of project team members to achieve a project milestone or outcome. Unlike the role of a project manager, project team managers generally have a specific skill set that adds to the skill base of the project team, which are directed towards day-to-day or week-to-week milestones. Project managers apply the same attention to short-term and long-term activities. Project managers are generally employed to manage both larger, more technical projects as well as smaller, less technical projects. The responsibilities of a project manager. It can include, but is not limited to, accountable for the successful completion of the engineering projects, requires an extensive regular contact with assigned project clients, assist in the preparation of engineering project proposals, budget monitoring and trend tracking, participating in client/contractor meetings and resolving client/engineering and management project issues, defining the scope of projects, developing project schedules, estimating project costs, gaining stakeholder approvals, measuring project progress, controlling project changes, and closing out projects. The project manager is the person responsible for establishing and ensuring that a project team is continually on track to completing the project, and that the team completes the project. Generally, the project manager creates the project plan with the project team, and then uses it to monitor the performance of the project team throughout the life of the project. The project manager is usually responsible for securing the acceptance and approval of the sponsor of the project, as well as the defined stakeholders. Important skills of a project manager. The most common and usable skill to have as a project manager is the ability to work with other people. During all phases of being a project manager, be it defining the scope of a project, working through change control, or closing a project, this skill is highly applicable. Communication is also needed to talk with stakeholders, project sponsors, and the project team itself. And without excellent communication skills, the project manager will find it hard to ensure that the project team are kept up to date and talk about problems and solutions with the stakeholders. A skill that is detrimental to the role of a project engineer is multitasking. The person will have many different sections of a project to manage and also keep up to date with all the deadlines and project goals at the same time. General phases of project managing. Process 1, initiating. It entails authorizing the project or phase. It's also called preliminary planning. Phase 2, planning. Defining and refining this and selecting the best course of action to attain those objectives, also known as defining. These two steps are involved in the general construction of the project scope. Phase 3, executing. Coordinating the people and resources to implement the plan. Pretty well making it happen. This is the part where the project manager has to ensure that the project team is on track with the project scope, as well as keeping in communication with the stakeholders or project sponsors. Step 4, controlling. Ensuring the project objectives are met by monitoring and measuring progress regularly to identify the variances from the plan so that corrective actions can be taken. Tracking progress. This goes further into that last point where generally project goals are made, and if they're not met, there needs to be insight as to why not, and changes to the project plan need to be made to account for these changes. Step 5, closing. Formalizing acceptance of project or phase and bringing in to an orderly end, client acceptance. So this is at the end of the project cycle where the work completed by the project team as well as the project manager is signed off by those people involved, including the stakeholders and the project sponsor. My name is Matt Titmarsh, and thank you for watching my presentation on project managing. Thank you.